Hi everybody, we are back today with the second part of our auction haul. So the first video was nothing but the pink stuff that I got out of that haul. I do believe there's one thing in here that's pink that I forgot from the first video, but that's okay. Again, we have a lot, so we're going to dive right in. I'm going to go kind of fast. So the first thing I got, so these are odds and ends that I don't know what I'm going to do with them. It's a Pyrex dish lid. This is a butter dish or a cheese ball lid, which I'm not really worried about that because I'm sure I can find a cute little pressed glass plate to go with that. This was something that was unexpected. This is called a Miro aluminum cake pan. I'm not quite sure exactly how these pans work because it comes apart, and as you can see, it comes apart. I've got to clean it, of course. But this is vintage. I don't know much about this, so I'm going to look into it. I do know that it's vintage and that it's worth more than what I probably paid for the whole lot. So I'm going to do some research on that. Those are just odds and ends that I got while we're going. So let's see what we got. So first piece, I have another little crystal syrup holder. Cute, huh? That was another little odd and end that I got out of one of the lots. A glass votive. That was another little odd and end. And I think that's pretty much all the odd and end stuff that I got. All right, so on to this next stuff. I got two of these. I just recently sold one, and I got two of them this time around. This is Indiana Glass Diamond Point Pedestal Bowls with the lid. There's one. And let me get the other one. And if I can get it, two. Again, with the lid. How cute. Matching pair. They were in two different lots, but I got both of them, so. All right, on to the next thing. This one was probably one of my favorite pieces in a lot that I saw. This is a cut glass cake stand. Really cute with a sawtooth edge. Pressed glass, really cute. This is another odd and end. This is a vintage frog. This is for floral displays. You would put those in the bottom of your vases to keep your stems situated just so. They're not usually made of glass anymore. You can find a few good ones that are glass, but never thought those would be valuable anymore, but they are. All right, on to the next thing. All right, this is one piece. A crystal bowl. Woo, the wind caught me. Y'all bear with me. It's got the pinwheel and Star of David, not Star of David, just the pinwheel and starburst design on it. There's that, and then I believe, is it this one? This is the lid that goes with it. It's very dirty. I really got to clean it up. Beautiful. It's either crystal or cut glass. I got to do some more research on it. Either way, it's really pretty. We all know I like glass, so. This is a McCoy. I'm not quite sure exactly what it was used for. McCoy is a highly sought after pottery company. So this is, I think, like what they call a white petal dish because it's shaped kind of like a white flower. There we go. All right. Let's see. And I think I got one more thing in this box. Just a cute little pressed glass candy dish. Just real simple, real cute. One of those odd and ends that was in one of the lots I bought. All right, that is the end of that box. All right, we're going to go into this next box. So I was really excited when I saw this piece. Not this one. Hold on just a second, you guys. Because I thought this was Genuine Roseville pottery. So when you look this up, this is supposed to be Roseville. So this is not genuine. This is a reproduction. And the reason we know it's a reproduction, it's a really good reproduction, I'm not going to lie, is the R and the S is slanted and the E is shaped just like it would be. But there is no USA and there is no pattern number. Genuine Roseville pottery is very, very highly sought after. If it is genuine, the mark will be different. So this is a reproduction. What's sad is I actually saw this online on, I think it was firstdibs.com. They sold this piece for over $300, you guys. And I don't know, I'm almost certain, I'll do some more research, but I'm almost certain this is a reproduction and that this is not genuine Roseville because the mark just is not what it should be. I may actually take this somewhere to someone that actually knows more about it before I sell it, because I want to make sure if it is genuine that I'm not just giving it away, because it could be the difference of hundreds of dollars. So really cute. All right. Now these next things that I got these. These are Jeannette glass. I got this because I actually had the picture that matches this, you guys. And it's just been sitting on my shop. So now I think I'm going to unlist that and I'm going to list it with the actual glasses as a set. I think it'll sell a lot faster, a lot better. These are really cute. These are like Pilsner glasses, I guess you could say, which is a fancy word for beer glasses. So there you go. So let's see, let's put that here, that here. I'm just rearranging, you guys, so that when he gets a shot later on of the table, you can actually see everything. And I think there's like 6 or 7 of these. I call them flutes. They look like little flutes, you know, flute glasses, champagne flutes, but they're not. They're called Pilsner glasses. And 7. All right, and I'm going to go ahead and let him get a close-up of that, and I'm going to move this over here. All right, so we're going to move right along. So this next piece I thought was really pretty too. It is a pedestal clear cut glass butter dish or cheese ball dish, whatever y'all want to call it, but it's the same thing basically. How cute is that, you guys? I'm not sure the pattern in the maker, but we'll get that. All right. Now this next bit of stuff is going to be basically the same thing. It is Indiana glass diamond point with the ruby flash. So I've got wine glasses. 1. I think I got 4 of these. 2. 3. And 4. And then I have 2 smaller ones. All right. Then I also have, these are probably my favorite ones out of the Indiana glass ruby flash that I got. I got salt and pepper shakers. How cute, you guys. I just sold a pair of these that are just a clear. So now I have the ruby flash ones. Too cute. This originally had this is what they call a King's Crown sundae bowl or whatever, or candy dish bowl. Sometimes they come with lids. This one doesn't have one. It actually has an old price tag from whenever somebody was trying to sell it. This was a consignment shop auction. So basically this stuff was where people have been having flea market stuff and they were trying to sell it and get a good deal on it because it wasn't moving anywhere. Or they were closing down their flea market booths. So I got not one, but two of the Ruby Flash sugar and creamer sets. So, where's the other one? There it is. I thought that was the other one. My bad, you guys. Here it is. There we go. So I got two of those. They look like this. I've got two sets of these. And then I got another little decorative bowl. All right. And then this piece is not Indiana glass, so I'm going to wait on it because I'm going to finish up the Indiana glass. So this, I got these at two separate lots. I actually bought the lot that had this small bowl in it just for this. Reason being is this is a chip and dip bowl set. It usually had a holder with it, but it does not have the holder with it. So that's okay. But yeah, that's a chip and dip or a chip and dip bowl set. I have a lot of those on my shop. I don't sell a whole lot of them, but I like them. So, and like I said, I buy stuff that I like for that reason. So that if I get stuck with it, I just have a lot of them. But this stuff would look really cute at Christmas time. Only because of the red on it. So, and then this piece right here, I cannot remember the maker. This is not Indiana glass, but this is a red glass dish. It has like a little Bakelite handle right here, knob on here. It's just a plate. It says Farberware. It's just a little serving dish. To me, it would be perfect for Christmas because it's red and it has like the ivy and the metal on the side. Again, like I said, the Ruby Flash Indiana glass would be perfect for Christmas, but this one would be as well. This would be too cute with cookies on it for Christmas. All right, I'm going to go ahead and let him get a video of all that stuff. If y'all are hearing that, there's little kids next door playing. Yeah, the price tag is, like I said, I got this stuff at an auction and it was a consignment shop, or it was a consignment sale. So basically it was people cleaning out flea market booths that I got this. That actual lot that bowl was in that says that price at $12, I think I probably paid for the whole lot. $12. I did not pay $12 just for that one bowl. I can tell you that right now. All right, so we're moving right along now. We're starting with this box right over here. So this right here is an interlocking cake pan. It was made by, what was it? The Ever Ready Co. in Frederick, Maryland. I don't know much about them. I'll have to look it up. There is some rust on the inside, so I'm definitely going to have to clean this up as best I can. But this is a cake keeper. You would put your cake in it, and it locks and it keeps. Cute, huh? Mid-century, really cute. I actually bought the lot for that. And for another piece in here. For this piece right here. Woo! So this is F.B. Rogers. It is a silver, F.B. Rogers Silver Company, silver tray. But the reason I didn't know it did this, I thought it was just a pedestal. But watch this, you guys. It spins! How neat is that? I have never seen an F.B. Rogers or any kind of silver company have a piece that actually spins like that. And this is just an Anchor Hawking Starburst plate, pressed glass Starburst plate that I just set in there for the time being. But who would have thought it actually goes together? I may end up selling it just like that because, well, it's really cute. I like it like that. Really neat. All right, so there's that. All right, on to the next thing that I decided that I was just throwing across the box. So this is a cake platter. This is made by Southern Living. This is a decorate your own. So basically what this is I don't think this is that old. It's probably early 90s, 1990s. What they would do is sell this pie plate and you can interweave ribbon into it and decorate your own pie plate. So you could put Easter ribbon for Easter. You could put Christmas ribbon for Christmas, Halloween ribbon for Halloween. And it went through every season with you. How cute is this? I actually had to do research on this when I was researching the lots to even know what this was. And this right here is really cute. It's a really cute idea. So I was really excited that I got to get a hold of one of those. All right, on to the next thing. So this is another pressed glass platter. It does have a raised edge inside. I think this is Anchor Hawking. It is a very familiar pattern with Anchor Hawking that I've seen before. I'm almost certain that's what it is. That's just a little tray. All right. Put that on top of the other one. All right, so these are another one that I got for a good price. This is a water jug. I believe this is Wexford. A lot of people say this is Waterford crystal. I don't believe it's crystal. I believe it's pressed glass. And the reason I believe it's pressed glass is because, well, it has seams. So that tells me right there, this is not crystal. This is probably pressed glass. So I would be more willing and leaning towards it being what they call Wexford pressed glass instead of, I think it's Wexford is what it's called instead of Waterford crystal. So either way, it's a really solid water pitcher, cut glass, really heavy. So these are highly resellable. So I went ahead and snagged it. And then this one is a Libby blown glass. This is blown glass, you guys. Very beautiful water pitcher. They say it's blown glass, but it has a seam. I'll have to do some research on that. So, because most blown glass is not supposed to have a seam unless I'm wrong. And if y'all know more than I do, you can let me know. But I do know it's made by Libby. So that's Libby glass. So next we have Anchor Hawking deviled egg plate. And I have two of these. There's one just in time for Easter to put those on my shop. I have one and then I have another one. Two. How cute is that? I don't even like deviled eggs, you guys, but deviled egg plates, a lot of people, like my kids, love them. So, you know, a lot of people love deviled eggs. All right, this next one, I believe this is, I want to say this is Anchor Hawking too, but I could be wrong. It's amber. It's a really cute little tray. It does have something on the bottom I need to clean off. I was sitting there picking it off. I don't know what that is, but I'll clean it off. Like I said, a lot of this stuff all needs to be clean. It's a little amber serving tray. Just really cute. Really simple. It was in the lot with this, and this. And so I didn't pay very much for all this. So it's just one of those things I kind of ended up with. All right. And then the next thing that was in that lot that I was real happy about, this is a Lace Colony milk glass platter. So I just recently sold the candy bowl that is Lace Colony. It also looks like it has hearts, if you can see, in the sides. Really cute. But I just sold the candy bowl. They made all kinds of stuff like candy bowls and platters. There's a smaller platter than this. But yeah, so I got that. I like that too. All right. And like I said, I'm going to let him go ahead and take a picture of all this or a snapshot of all this, and then we'll be right back. All right, so now we got just a few more pieces and then we'll be done with this video. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the pink that I forgot. So I forgot about this little box. See, this is how it's so easy to forget because it's in its own little box. This was not a part of any of the sets as far as I know. I think these are just, I'll have to do some research. These are just little pink depression glass saucers. And I believe it was 8 of these, but I'm not sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so I got 8 of those. Those right there. All right. Then next I have this. This is a Fenton Hobnail Milk Glass candy dish. It's in really good shape. I was really happy about this find. I actually bought the lot that this was in just for this because it was in really good shape and it's Fenton. Fenton is collectible. Then also these are Atlantic Mold. This is a company that was made or that was popular in the 1960s. I actually sold some carolers not that long ago that were made by Atlantic Mold as well. But these are actually, I forgot, they call them like seashell swirl. It has a set that comes with a bowl and these candlestick holders. Unfortunately, I don't have the bowl. I just have these. But I thought that was neat. It was kind of like an extra that was in one of the lots that I didn't think was going to be, or produce more money for me, as much money for me as I thought. But with these in there, it really helped boost my, wanting to get that lot. So there's those. Just a little simple Homeco glass candlestick holder. We all know I like candlestick holders. I have quite a few of them, and I sell quite a few of them too. I'm actually needing to get some more because I've sold most of mine. All right, and then last but not least, this is a pressed glass. I'm not sure if it's hazel glass or if it's just Federal glass. I'll have to look into it. It is a butter dish or cheese ball dish or cheese dome, however you want to say it. It does have like a little chip in the bottom, but other than that, it's really cute. There's that. And that is all I have for you today. Again, make sure you're checking out my shop, arpeddlerwagon.etsy.com. Make sure you're liking and subscribing. And until I see you again, bye.